Hello everybody and welcome to a Minecraft mod review. Today we're going to be looking at a mod called Minegicka II. Now this mod, well, let's just say this is the perfect mod for me because one of my top 10 games is definitely Magicka. And to see a mod finally being made of it, I believe there was a Minegicka I, but that was severely outdated and this one just came out a couple days ago. So I'm going to hop in and see what's new with this one and I'll just talk you through some stuff. So first of all, we have basic stuff here, but we can't do anything with it. That's because we need to craft a few things. Now, I'm in creative, so I'll just hop into the creative inventory. We see a lot of new stuff here. Basically, we need this, a magic book. Now, this is basically what supplies you with mana and allows you to use any sort of spells. So if you've played Magicka before, then you'll know the elements in the bottom right corner down there. So if we press the corresponding keys, we can start putting in different elements and mixing up some weird stuff. And then we can use the staff to do whatever. Jesus, that was cool. So I'll just hop into third person here. So if we get a load of fire, we can spray fire around. And it actually sets fire stuff. I probably should have done that in a field. But I believe if we do get water and just spray it about, yep, it does start putting everything out, so that's cool. So basically, to sum up Magicka as a game, it's basically, well, some people call it the mage suicide simulator because people just kill themselves in it using weird spells. But you can pretty much make any sort of spell you want with any of these elements. So I can make a rock boulder and it'll launch a rock projectile. Or I could make a laser beam of water and it would kind of do that. It's a bit better to show you like this. But yeah, you get the idea basically. Also you can like spray frost, anything like that. So there's a few things we can craft here. So a few things I should mention is that there is actually mana in this. There is not mana in Magicka, but I guess it kind of limits you to how much you can kind of spam magic in Minecraft. So the little green bar you see underneath where all the spells get input, that's your mana. Now, because I'm in creative, that isn't actually going down, but if I hop into survival, that will go down. So, if I just go into survival, now you see some of the elements actually get blocked out. Now, that is because in survival, you have to actually find the spells yourself. You can't just start casting once you get a magic book. So at the moment, I only have fire and shield. Now, that's because I've actually gone through and collected a few little scrolls that teach you how to use things. So I can make a fire shield there, which will basically just spray fire everywhere. Oh dear. I'll just hop back in creative, that'll be a bit safer. So if we head over to this little village here, I've set up a few things that will teach us how to craft all the little basic stuff. So first of all, to replenish our mana a bit faster, we can use some magic dust. Now, magic dust is dropped by mobs, just like a random drop. It is fairly rare, but that said, there is a way to generate lots more of it, so it's a lot more common to use. So what we can do is we can craft 9 magic dust into an advanced magic dust, and that'll recover a bit more mana, and it's worth a bit more. Then we can do the same with the advanced magic dust and make epic magic dust, which does even more. So it's basically combining it to make a slightly upgraded version of it, which is all good. Now, another thing, the magic book here, my mana going up there, so it actually tells you if you hover over your book. So actually I've missed something out there, we need 1 bit of magic dust. So we need 1 magic dust there, 2 feathers, 2 ender pearls, a book and 3 bits of paper, and that'll give you your magic book. Also put a staff there, so you can kind of see stats and things. But I'll get into those a bit later. Now, here's how you want to kind of mass produce your magic dust. So here we have some magic dust generators Mark 1. You can also get Mark 2 and then Mark 3. So for the Mark 1, you want 6 magic dust, glowstone dust, emerald, and a bit of glass. And that'll get you this dust generator. Now, basically you want to put that down, but that alone won't do anything. So if you put a chest by it, any magic dust it creates will slowly be put into this chest, but it does take a long time because magic dust is quite valuable. So basically if you do this and then leave it for about an hour or so, probably not that long, but a few minutes and you'll start getting some magic dust. I've actually set up some generators over here. Not sure how long these have been going, but get out of here, pig. So we've got a Mark 1 just here, a Mark 2 there, and a Mark 3. So of course Mark 1 makes normal dust, Mark 2 makes advanced dust, and Mark 3 makes epic dust. So I don't think these, nah, they haven't been going long enough to actually make anything. Like I said, it does take quite a long time. But eventually, if you just kind of leave everything like that, you will eventually start making more dust. But you don't actually need the dust to regenerate mana, because it does go fairly quickly. It's just if you want to make sure you never run out of mana, pretty much. So that's all the crafting stuff for, well, I'll go through that again. So the Mark II one, you want some advanced dust. Then you want to put the Mark 1 generator on the bottom instead of the glass. Then put another emerald and another bit of glowstone dust, you get the Mark 2. And the Mark 3, you want, this is very expensive, you need 6 epic dust, the Mark 2 generator, and an emerald and a bit of glowstone, then you get the Mark 3. So there's all sorts of little bits of like information saying what it does and stuff, but the general basics is just set it up like this and you'll eventually start getting lots of magic dust. Now, seeing as I don't really want to wait all that long and I'm in creative, let's just hop in here. So we've got our magic book. Now there's all these different kinds of styles you can get. So these are all crafted in different ways. I'm not going to go over all of them because there's too many of them to go through in one little video. And they all have different abilities that are either passive or you can activate. So we got all these ones here, so I'll pick one. We'll do the water staff. So water staff, you can see we've instantly got some sort of potion effect on me. Let's just check what that is. We have infinite water breathing. So if I were to hop into survival, no, spell that wrong. No, I can't type today. No, not -0, 0. And if I just sit under here, I can't drown basically. Alright, so that's basically what you can do with, I really can't type today. But yeah, so it also said underwater breathing and fill moving water is an active ability. Now, I'm not 100% sure what the key for the active ability is. I don't think it mentions it in the list here. No, it's just cast magic and cast area. But like here you can actually rebind everything you want, so you can change the keys for the different spells and things like that. Now, a couple more things. I'll just change it to daytime. Okay, so let's cast a few more spells. So we've done a few basic ones like spray water and stuff like that. Now there are different, well, I should probably show how you actually get the magic itself for. So basically when you're going around journeying throughout the world, you'll come across some little strange altars around the world, and in those you'll see these. Now these are pretty much like enchantment tables, except when you right click on them, it pops off a little scroll. Now it's just called unlock scroll, so it could do absolutely anything. If you mouse over it, says you may obtain lightning. Now that's not actually an element, that's one of the magic spells in the game. If I were to take something like this, you may obtain life. Life is the healing one, so you. So if I just try and learn that, it says you have unlocked life. So if I was in survival, I could then use that element. So if I grab my staff, I could then use the healing beam, which I believe is planned to actually heal players and things like that if this becomes multiplayer compatible, anything like that. I believe, well, I probably should have had damage indicators mod, because then we can properly tell. But is there any sign of it healing? I don't think so. But yeah, so that's how you obtain spells and scrolls. So a few different spells in this game. So let's try unlock. We've unlocked lightning. Now, I'm not sure how you're supposed to actually see what the spells are in this, but I know for a fact that haste is in this, and I definitely remember haste. I think I do remember lightning, so I'll give that a go in a sec, but if I try and find it, there it is, haste. Now I've already gone and unlocked this for myself because I was doing a bit of testing beforehand. so I'll just throw that away. So I believe haste is lightning, arcane, fire. So HJL. Ah, there we go. So it pops up with haste at the top. Now, to actually use magic spells as opposed to like normally using them like that, you want to put it in and hit F. Now haste naturally makes you faster, so I think it's a 10-second buff for haste, but it varies depending on different spells what they do. Now lightning, I believe there was steam. Now there's two other elements in Magicka if you ever played it, and that's ice and steam. Ice is made with water and frost, and then you get ice. It's kind of like projectile-y ice shards, but yeah, it's a bit buggy. And steam is water and fire, and that's more of a spray, kind of spray clouds everywhere. So lightning, I believe, was steam, lightning. No, I'm pressing the wrong key. There we go. So if I hit F, it should strike lightning. There we are. So it's a fairly simple mod in a way that it's very complicated. Like, if you know how to do things and cast the right spells, it's very simple. But to get them and to learn how to use them properly is the hard bit. So, yeah, I think that's about it for this mod. So, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you have any questions or want me to do a tutorial how to install this or anything like that, or if you have any other suggestions for mods I should review, leave them in the comments section below. And, well, see you next time.